Nobody's going to be recorded, so no worries. All right, so once again, I'm going to go to my Apple icon. I'm going to click System Settings. All right, then I'm going to go all the way. Now, you see that if you click on all these icons here, you have certain ways of accessing. So, yes, Chris. Okay, let me go there real quickly. Okay, so if you notice this right here, there's Wi-Fi. There is no Wi-Fi here, okay, except for me. There's AUSD mobile, but that's specifically for me so I can communicate with the two monitors up front. Then, of course, there's Bluetooth. I don't know if you have the option of turning it on or off, but if it does, and you know, it's really good because if I ever give you stuff to listen to, like YouTube videos to watch on your own, you can use your Bluetooth headsets or Bluetooth earbuds, or you can use the headsets that I have over here. Don't worry about network. Sound. Okay, go to sound. Okay, so you may want to look at this. So this right here is, you can use the MacBook Pro speakers, or you can use a Boom Audio, but I would say built-in is MacBook speakers, but whatever is available to you. Okay, and then we're not going to worry about anything else. We're going to scroll all the way down to where it says mouse. See that? Where it says mouse. Now, some of you may have an older version. Again, we're going to get a newer version of this computer. How many here? Let me see. Chris, you might have an older version. Yes, someone had a question? Okay, let me go there really quickly. All right, but let me finish this thought with the rest. I'll be right there, Sebastian. Okay, so click on mouse, and then over here, everybody's going to have different. Okay, so like right here, mine says secondary click. Make sure you choose right side. There's left side and right side. Make sure you choose right side. But the nice thing about being back here is that I can actually see who has what kind of platform. So let me go ahead and running. So yeah, I said basically, again, I went over the homework assignments. This is what, I went over the point distribution. So academic integrity is something that, again, it's cheating. You're using other people's work. You're using music, okay? Just so you know, in high school, you might get a slap in the wrist, but it could result in you failing the class, okay? And it could result in you getting removed from the class. But in college, you're just kicked out. You're just done. And in the real world, you can just get sued. Okay, so this is stealing. Okay, plagiarism is stealing. Copying other people's work is stealing. Okay, so classroom rules and regs. I might change this on the fly right now, but so pardon me. Please do not go to the teacher's desk. Don't sit behind the teacher's desk. I make a lot of students very comfortable. I know that they buddy up with me. So they think that they can sit behind the teacher's desk, right, Italia? And so, anyways, basically, please don't do that. That is against school rules. You cannot do that, okay? I had a situation back in 2018 where a student kind of sat behind my desk. Aries was open, and she decided she was getting an F. She had like a 20%, and suddenly, within 5 minutes, she was getting an A+. Okay, so she changed all her grades, and that resulted in her being removed from the class. And then, of course, she was caught selling pills, and that resulted in her getting a removed from the school. Okay. So, all right. Use of equipment. Equipment is to be taken out and placed inside by an equipment manager. So that would probably be me. However, I'm actually welcoming one of you to become the equipment manager, to take care of the equipment, to set things up. It's a very big responsibility. If you are labor orientated, if you like fixing things, if you like putting things together, if you are good at construction, if you like building things, okay? Last year, I had an amazing group of students who I thought, Italia, remember, I thought that we would only use Phil just for a few weeks. He ended up working the entire semester. I always had something for him. And so an equipment manager is really important, and it is work-based learning. So in other words, you get a certificate for work-based learning. If you decide to help with that, it's up to you. Okay, users must sign in and out. So there's a little sheet of paper over there where you have to sign in and out equipment. If you notice, those students that walked in here, they kind of wanted to use my equipment, and I kind of cringe upon that because it's, you know, these are not cheap equipment, okay? And so I kind of like, well, again, I kind of cringe upon that because I'm very particular about my equipment. It's not like the real world where basically you know, you kind of like, you can replace things easily. If I lose a camera, if I lose an equipment, it takes weeks to get it back, if I ever do get it back. And so that's why I kind of like get really worried about the whole notion of cameras being lost. I had the unfortunate experience of having one of my Oculuses stolen last year. Okay, and I still get upset about that. So yeah, I don't know where it is, but whoever stole it, you're lucky you're not in Saudi Arabia. All right, where basically they chop your hand off. All right, camera lens and lens caps must be given to the equipment manager or given to me. Okay, so please do not leave the tripod at the bottom of the camera. So we'll talk more about this. SD cards. I got really expensive SD cards here, y'all. I mean, I'm talking really expensive. They're like $30 to $40 to $50, $60 each, and so it's really something that I'm going to ask you to take extra care about. Okay. So Wendy, you understanding everything? Okay. Only enrolled students and staff are allowed to use the equipment. That's it. Okay. But teachers. Okay. So when those kids came in just now, and they wanted to borrow equipment. One of the girl that was with, wanted to borrow my camera because she was saying that she wants to photo the football game. Well, I have people who photograph the football game too. Why can't she use mine? But the teacher has to let me know because that way I'm going to keep the teacher liable. All right, seating. You guys must sit in your assigned seat. There's no chewing gum. I kind of eased up on it. Okay, if you're going to chew gum, keep it in your mouth. Don't stick it underneath. Chewing gum, keep it in your mouth, okay? And if you have to get rid of it, don't get lazy and just stick it underneath a desk. Okay, don't get lazy and stick it underneath a desk. Okay, just get up. There's 4 garbage cans. There's one right by my desk. You see that's a small one right underneath it. And it's outside the red line. There's one also on the far right side. Okay, actually far left side. Okay, when you turn around, it's on the far right side. So it's big enough. It's not that hard. Just stick it, just throw it way there, please. As far as eating is concerned, okay, I can allow eating, but it's got to be only food in a bag, okay, like chips, okay, or granola bars, okay, that's fine. However, you must clean up after yourself. Okay, I kid you not, every year, and I'm not exaggerating, I have at least 1 case of finger fungus. Okay, so somebody touches okay, because this is what you guys do. This is how you guys eat. All right, you got your hot Cheetos and you're eating, and then what do? Okay, yum, 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 then you do this. Then you do that, and then you keep typing. Okay, so your saliva is on the keyboard for the next person to use. And saliva is good for 24 hours. So that person has something wrong, okay? Okay, so my suggestion to you is, I know you have first period, okay? But if you feel so prone, please go ahead. Once you're done eating, there's wipes over there. All right, I believe there's wipes over there. Or actually, there's wipes over here. Okay, please go ahead and wipe your area. Okay, and then throw it away. That's all I ask. Just simple, nothing crazy. I'm not asking you to take out the scrub or the sponge or the vacuum cleaners. Okay? also wipe the area for you too. Okay? So please take that. You must wipe the area. If not, then I will have to ban you from eating. All right. Next thing. Cell phones must be stashed away. By the way, I had a couple of instances last year where people are receiving calls in class. That is not permitted. You're not asked to go. If you need to go to the restroom and go ahead and take your phone call. Okay? You be smart about it. You cannot go inside the booth. You can't go inside one of these rooms to take a phone call. If your boss, if you're working and your boss calls you, I'm going to want to know the number. Why? Because it is illegal for your boss or your coworker or any business to call you during school numbers. It is illegal. You can't do that. Because the minute they call you, you're working. And if you're working, it's child labor. Two things can happen. You can charge, say, hey, you took the phone, you got to pay me for calling me. And second of all, during school, it's off limits. You can't do that. Okay? I think also as far as parents are calling, unless there's an emergency, I can fully understand. But if it's an emergency, tell your parents to call the office and then call me. Okay? But parents should know. All right, they should know. If there's any situation, but please do not take phone calls and do not make phone calls. If you have to make a phone call, fine. Go to the restroom, and that's it, okay? So please be courteous of, I've had a few people who took phone calls, okay? I had a situation several years back. The person took the phone call, lied to me and said it was a parent when it was actually her drug dealer. Okay? So, not gonna happen. All right, so just, yeah. So then 2 days later, the cops came in and with a dog, you know, those drug sniffing dogs came in, found it. It's kind of funny. I hate to say it, but the dog went crazy at my desk. What? I was like, what? So what happened was I had my prescription pills in there. But she also went crazy, or if it's the heat, crazy at the student's backpack. So they took the backpack, they found marijuana, and the kid was reprimanded, and I don't know what happened to her since. So at any rate, so please, respect the space, if not for me, for your fellow students. All right? All right, so the computer, remember, the district controls this computer, so, and please, backpacks, please put it underneath the tables. It's kind of a hazard. If you have an empty chair next to you, feel free to use that chair. If your backpack is really big, well, you can use it any place on the side of the room, okay? On the counter, okay? It's just a safety thing, please. Okay, yeah, so also when it comes to drinks, okay? I'm going to say that drinks are okay as long, because I have drinks, okay? I have drinks. And believe me, if I'm talking all day, as long as it has a cap, okay? So in other words, don't go to 7-Eleven and get a smoothie or a Slurpee without a cap on and come here, and especially coffee. Please do not, if it spills, you've destroyed the computer. You've destroyed the keyboard, okay? All right, so please, again, I think I'm very lenient. Am I lenient? Most teachers will not even let you eat. I'm letting you, but I have rules, okay? Hey, look, I eat at my desk, okay, you know? Okay, cell phones, again, we'll be using our phones every now and then, and so it would be okay. All right, so, and also please, please, please don't congregate by the door before the bell rings. I know it's you guys want to get out and run around, but you know, it's a safety hazard. There's a fire hazard. Okay, the time does not go any faster by you waiting over there. All right, so anyways, so be sure to log off after computer. I'm talking literally log off. So what you do is you go to the Apple menu, and then down below you see it says log out and your name. Please do that. It wasted a lot of time last year when people didn't do that. If you would kindly do that, it would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty. Trying to see what else I got here. Sorry. No, shoot. Okay. All right. So the other thing, of course, is don't download any apps. Etiquette. Just please be respectful to me. Be respectful to each other. And I will do the same. Respect. I do, as I said before, and many of you already know this about me, I have a very strong relationship with my students, something that I take great pride of. Okay, I don't want to be a threatening teacher. I don't want to be a teacher that you're scared of. One of the best things I've heard a student say is that when they come into this classroom, they just feel happy. Well, I want you to feel the same way too. All right? All right. If you're dating, keep your hands off each other, please. If you broke up, don't hit each other, please. Bathroom limited to 5 minutes. I'm going to increase that to 6 minutes. And also, please, when you leave, let me show you this. How many think these rules are kind of unreasonable? It's okay to raise your hand if you think so. When you leave, your desk should look just like this. Okay? Put the keyboards way underneath against the stage of the computer and put the mouse there, okay? Wendy, hold off on the quiz, please. All right. Nobody does a quiz yet. Okay. So, any questions about this? Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, under the contract, okay, you see there's a link there. Okay? And by the way, this right here is pretty much demerits. Like I said, you're going to be graded based on citizenship. And so you can get points off, and this is some of the points off. So you've been warned. Again, I'm trying to mimic a real life work scenario. All right, so what I'd like you to do is where it says click here when completed, click. Open that up. Fill it out. Okay, say yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to do that, and then press. What's that? Right here. What's wrong? What's wrong? Okay, so just if you agree to it, please do that. All right. Can't believe you. Okay. All right, David, here we go. Right there. I hope everybody has joined this class by now, because we will be living and breathing at this Google Classroom. Okay, Logan, you're good? Okay, good. Wendy, you signed it? Good. Okay, David, you got it? All right. When you're done, okay, I'm trying to see where we are in this world. Okay, so when you are done, okay, the rest of the time, please take the quiz. Okay, so let me, yes sir, there's a quiz right here. Oh, Wendy, you didn't do the quiz yet, did you? Okay, so please take the quiz right here. If you can't finish as much as you can now. Okay, so there we go. So please take that. It's now available to you. Okay, it's kind of just mainly silliness, but there's no right or wrong answer. Just do the best as you can, as most as you. What happened? Huh? Lucky you guys. Try it now. You got it? Okay. You guys, yes, you guys can work together. Okay, the answers you can get from all the documents in that Google Classroom. Okay, so basically all the answers are on the contract that you just signed. Okay, everything here. So in other words, right here, slide 1. What am I talking about? Okay, so it's right here, the welcome back slide. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here. All right, this. Okay, that's slide 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right. And when you see slide 1, slide 2, and this right here, academic dishonesty, is the contract you just signed. All right, so everything is there. Okay.